We're going to replace the drain pump on this front-load LG washing machine. For safety and to avoid unexpected damages, repairs should only be performed by trained service personnel. Make sure you unplug the unit from any power sources. On the back of the top cover are two mounting brackets. We're going to remove this screw and we're going to remove this screw. Remove the lower screw on each bracket. Slide the top cover to the rear of the machine. If it doesn't slide back, you may need to pry it to loosen it. To do this, open the soap tray. Here you can see where someone attempted to loosen the top cover at an incorrect pry point. The faceplate was damaged in the process. This is a correct pry point. Note the notch in the sheet metal. Here is another pry point. And another. Use a flat blade screwdriver to pry the top cover loose. Slide the top cover back and lift up to remove it. This post engages in this track, and this is why the top cover slides backward before lifting up. Here you can see the post and the track at the rear of the top cover. Open the soap tray. This is the release lever to remove the soap tray from the washing machine. Press down on the release lever and pull the soap tray out of the washing machine. Remove this screw and this screw and this screw. Lift the faceplate up to remove it. Set the faceplate on top of the washing machine. Open the drain filter panel and remove it. The hinges are removed by squeezing the ribs together as shown. Unlatch the drain hose, pull any slack, and remove the caps from the end of the hose. It may take a long time to drain all of the water from the unit. Replace the plug on the end of the drain hose and remove the screw as shown. Remove the plastic frame. Remove the bottom screw. Open the washing machine door. This rubber seal has a spring clip that has to be removed. If you don't have the proper spring clip removal tool, you can use other tools to remove it. Expand the spring and pull the clip off the rubber gasket. Separate the gasket from the front cover and tuck it inside the washing drum. There are 5 7mm hex head screws that have to be removed from the front cover. Here, 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 and here. Leave one screw loosely attached. Close the front door. Remove the remaining screw. Pivot the top of the cover outward and reach in and remove the door interlock sensor cable. The connector has a locking tab shown here. Press the locking tab and pull the connector out of the socket. The connector can be a little bit difficult to remove. Pivot the top of the cover outward a little bit more and lift up. Set the cover somewhere out of the way. This is the drain pump assembly. It will have to be removed. Unplug the 2 connectors from the right side of the drain pump assembly. Note the position of each connector so they can be plugged back in the correct order. This is the cable retention clip. Remove the cables from the retention clip. Unplug the 2 connectors from the left side of the drain pump assembly. Make note of which connector goes where so you can put them back together in the correct order when reattaching the pump assembly. This is the cable retention clip. Pull the cable straight up to remove it from the clip. This is another cable retention clip. Remove the cable from the clip. Remove the cable clamp as shown. Remove the cable clamp and pull the hose out of the way. Remove the cable clamp and remove the hoses as shown. Pull the drain hose through the bracket opening. Remove the 2 screws that attach the drain pump assembly to the bracket. The drain pump has a clip attachment at the bottom of the assembly. To release, press this clip down and slide the assembly backwards. Remove the drain pump assembly. This is a new drain pump motor. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the old drain pump motor from the drain pump assembly. Attach the new drain pump to the drain pump assembly. Note the orientation of the two in the video. Replace the filter if you have removed it. Here's a view of the locking clip with the drain pump assembly removed. Place the drain pump assembly behind the mounting bracket. Slide the drain pump assembly forward to engage the bottom locking clip. Fasten the drain pump assembly to the mounting bracket using 2 screws as shown. Attach the hose and hose clamp as shown. Pull the drain hose through the mounting bracket hole. Attach the 2 connectors to the left side of the drain pump assembly. Match the color coding that was observed prior to removal. Slide the wires into the first cable retention clip. Slide the wires into the second cable retention clip. Plug the 2 connectors into the right side of the drain pump assembly. Match the color coding that was observed prior to removal. Slide the wires into the cable retention clip. Attach the 2 hoses and hose clamps as shown. Position the front cover in front of the washing machine. These 2 slots of the front cover go over these 2 brackets. Lift the front cover and position it so the 2 bracket tabs go into the slots on the front cover. plug in the door interlock sensor cable. Close the cover and attach the 5 hex head screws. When attaching the faceplate, these 2 tabs go into these 2 slots. And these 2 tabs go into these 2 slots. Set the faceplate into the slots. Attach the right side screw from the back of the faceplate. Attach the screws on either side of the soap dish opening. Insert the soap tray. Set the cover on the machine and slide toward you to lock it in place. Replace the lower bracket screws on each side of the top cover. Replace the plastic frame and attach the screw. Reattach the drain cover. Open the front door. Pull the rubber gasket out from the drum. When attaching the rubber gasket to the front cover, this fold or edge goes into this groove. Slowly and carefully work your way around the entire gasket. This is the spring that provides tension around the gasket clip. When assembled correctly, the spring should rest in this pocket of the gasket. Starting at the top center of the gasket, lay the spring clip in the center at the top of the gasket and slowly push it into place on both sides at the same time. When you get to the 4 and 8 o'clock position, if you don't have the proper spring clip tools, you can use flat blade screwdrivers to pry the spring clip into place. Be careful not to damage the rubber gasket, as this can result in leaks. Close the door to the washing machine and plug the machine back into the wall outlet. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe.